Hello guys, so now with the game update 103, the new artifacts are now on the test. So now we have the source shard offers a more effective way to buff and use your pets. The troller artifact, which is a Commlink BOPE Commlink, allows controllers to combine debuffs into fewer trait abilities, so we see how that works. Everyman prototype adds defense as health increases. So now with the source shard. So now the breakout abilities as follows. So at 80, Godwave Strength is a trait ability that increases one pet's damage for 5 seconds. Then at 120, Godwave Strength now affects up to 2 pets. Then at 160, using Godwave now has a chance to reset the cooldown of Godwave Strength. So every time you use superpower, you have the 10% chance. I believe it's still 10%. We will have a look. Then the 200 God Wave rank will now affect up to 3 pets. So now developer notes, the source shard is designed with a simple goal in mind, invite you to take on a pet-centric playable playstyle where you can directly and effectively influence pet damage output. There are two main elements to consider while using this artifact: what pets to use and when, what types of abilities to use, complement Godwave strength and your pets. Okay, so there's a note for the artifact. It will only buff up to 3 of your pets at a time, so it's important to attempt to have the strongest 3 pets out and no others when you cast God Wave Strength. Okay, this is because the ability will target randomly among your pets. So if you only have your strongest pets out, you guarantee that they are the ones that will be buffed. So let's say you had 6 pets, it'll randomly choose any 3 pets out of the 6. So if it chooses the 3 weakest ones for the Godware strength, then your pet damage won't be high. And then second, consider how superpowers have a chance to reset the cooldown of Godware strength, and choose the superpowers wisely. Only strategy might be one strategy might be to use abilities with low cooldowns and low power cost in order to fish for the reset of the Godware strength. So now the recommended pairing artifacts for this artifact, they recommended the Grimorium artifact. Okay, now you have the Commlink, which is the controller. At 80, grants Bird's Blitz. Bird's Blitz is a new trait ability that applies a defense debuff and healing debuff on target for 6 seconds. All controller debuffs now last only 6 seconds while the artifact is equipped. Grant Siphon weakness passive. When you attack a target with all 3 debuffs on them, you provide a small amount of power to you and your group. Grant 160. Bird Blitz now provides damage debuff on target. So let me see. Okay, so you get the damage debuff at 160. Siphon's weakness effectiveness is doubled. Okay, that is interesting. Very interesting indeed. So now the Comlink is designed to free up tray space for your controllers that want to try out other playstyles. First, because it bears repeating, Bird Blitz applies a defense, heal, and damage debuff at rank 160 only, reduces the tray abilities you need for full debuffs from 3 just to 1. With those 2 open slots, it is really up to you how you want to use it with playstyle. So, could go damage, well. And secondly, remember it's unlikely your allies will never stop begging for more power. So once you have all 3 debuffs on a target, concentrate your attacks there to capitalize on Siphon weakness and pump out much power as you can. And the artifacts that work well with this, as you guys know, the Amulet of Ra, Claw of Eklund, Parasite, and the Strategist card. Interesting. Then you have an Aviman prototype. So now this has slightly changed. So at rank 80, if your health is between 75 and 51%, you gain 0% of max health converted to defense. But if your health drops between 50 and 31%, you grant 3% of max health, then that goes to 6%. So at rank 120, everything is the same, still 0 on the first rank of your health. On the second one, it's doubled, it's 6. Then at 30% lower, it's 9%. And then only at rank 160, you get that 2% and max health converted to defense when your health is between 51% and 75%. Then that is 6% for 50 to 31, then 9 again for 30 and percent and lower. Now for 200, you get that extra 2% here, the extra 3% here, then you get a massive 3% on the 30% lower. So now this artifact will work greatly, very nicely with Mystic Symbol 7, the Deluxe Refractor, and Manicus Force. So as you guys know, these are the 3 artifacts. I've changed them slightly. Okay, so my next video will be looking at the pet artifact. They've changed the icons of it slightly, okay, to make it more visible in your loadout. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video as well. I will be looking at the